Hey, what's going on, everyone? Thanks for checking out another one of my videos. And this one I'm going to talk about by far my scariest day ever out in the water. This was last summer, Bodega Bay. It's actually my first solo trip ever in the ocean. I was going to go for some Lingcod Rockfish to try to have a simple day. And yeah, when you're doing that, you turn your motor off and you drift. About 30 minutes, I wanted to reposition myself. Turn the motor on, try to give it some gas, and it would just die. It just kept happening. I realized I wasn't able to go at all. So what happened was previously I went out for salmon and pretty much drained up all my gas. I had a spare can with me, but I didn't put it in. Just kind of took the boat in on an empty tank. Didn't think much of it, filled it back up for this trip. But I guess what happens is you get sediment in your tank from getting dirty gas over the years from different gas stations. And that sediment really only gets into your fuel line, and in this case got into my fuel pump when you get your gas tank really low. So what I learned is best practice is always keep, I would say, 10-15% gas in your tank, so to help so you don't run into what happened to me here. So when this happened, I had to assess the situation. I was drifting out to sea. It's definitely a very scary feeling. Got my radio out. First thing I did was go to channel 69. That's what all the boaters used. Reached out for any help if anyone was in the area who could tow me in. Someone said that they were in the area and they would come by. Right when I was done talking to them, I went on to channel 16, which is the Coast Guard. Let them know of my situation, that someone was coming to help, and they just, make sure I would keep them up to date what was going on. So when that boat got to me, it was about the same size as mine. He didn't feel real comfortable bringing me in. It was about 5 or 6 miles, and he thought the best move would be for him to stay with me and have the Coast Guard come out and tow me back in. So I let the Coast Guard know that's what we were wanting to do, and they came out to get me. And so it was really nice that they came out to do that. And when we got close to the jetty, that's when they checked my ID, my registration. They also made sure that I held all the required equipment for when you're out on the ocean. Flotation device, both one that, wear like a life jacket and a throwable. You need to have a fire extinguisher, a flare gun. They check the expiration date, so make sure you have some that are, current. You also have to have a sound producing device like a whistle or a horn. You might also be wondering if there was a fee for this, and I never got billed, so there was no fee. And thank you very much, Coast Guard. All of us boaters really appreciate what you do for us out there. And thank you very much for watching this video. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. Thanks.